Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
And we give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite sports icons and athletes. I'm Boom Gonzalez. And in tonight's game plan, we'll meet the future faces of Philippine weightlifting who brought pride to flag and country at the 31st Southeast Asian Games.
Then FIBA Asia Communications Manager Mr. Josep Saridarian joins us to talk about the first ever FIBA Asia Trophy Tour. And we'll get volleyball courtside stories about NU and UP from UAAP Season 84 correspondents Bea Javate and Fiona Bacani. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game.
We are fast approaching the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup happening in July, and as we anticipate our very own Gilas Pilipinas getting back on the floor, FIBA Asia presents its very first trophy tour here in our country. And joining us to talk about that is the communications manager of FIBA Asia, Mr. Josep Saridarian. I have to get that right.
Yeah.
I've been practicing since last night.
Time, yeah. The practice is there, but can I just say before we even begin, Boom,
yes.
we have the same fashion sense. We're matching today. I don't know how that happened.
I don't know.
No, it's just classic and an international look.
Good stuff.
It's a good coincidence.
The good stuff.
It's a good coincidence. All right, so let's talk about this first, the FIBA Asia Cup right behind you. And this is the very first trophy tour that it is going through. What made you decide? What made FIBA decide to do that?
First of all, thanks guys, and thanks to TV5 for bringing the trophy to the studios and all the help that has been provided. And it's good to meet you guys as well. Boom.
Good to meet you. Great to meet you.
Paulo, you too. So to answer your question, this FIBA Asia Cup trophy was first unveiled during the 2017 FIBA Asia Cup in Beirut, before the draw ceremony. And it's a beautiful trophy, as you can see.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful, yeah.
And the FIBA Asia Cup is just a few months away. So we decided earlier this year to make sure that we can take the trophy to the different countries that are participating in the competition. And to answer your question why, I'll ask both of you. I'm sure you guys are basketball fans.
Yeah.
Did you know that this was the trophy of FIBA Asia Cup?
Yeah, you know,
be honest.
honestly, it's not in my head. Like I would, if you ask me how the trophy looked like before seeing it, I would probably not have it really imprinted in my head.
Right.
Yeah.
I only saw pictures yesterday, and looking at it, it's completely different.
Yeah. Plus, he saw it yesterday. This trophy has been there for 5 years now.
Yeah.
So this is the point. We wanted people to see the trophy, you know, the intangible visibility that the value, intangible value of the exposure of the trophy is very important. So we wanted people to see, to know that the FIBA Asia Cup trophy, this is the FIBA Asia Cup trophy. And I think we've managed to do that in the different countries that we've been at.
Right.
I'm sure you saw the photos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea of how and from where we started first in Lebanon, where the 2017 edition took place. From Lebanon, we went to Syria, to Damascus. After Damascus, we took the trophy to Bahrain. After that, we went to India, to Bengaluru. After that, we went to Amman, Jordan. And 2 days ago, I was in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And now we're in the Philippines. And we'll conclude in the Philippines the trophy tour for the participating teams. And July 5, from 5 to 10 July, we're going to be in Jakarta.
Yes.
It will be a 5-day tour.
Okay. Other than the obvious reasons, I mean, just from the eye test, it's beautiful, it's dazzling. But what makes winning it so important, other than just having it? Because you speak about it with so much reverence. That's what I noticed. So what is the importance for the players, for the teams?
Very good point. I'll start first with teams. You know that we have changed the FIBA Asia Cup style. Before it used to play every 2 years. The format was changed to become 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's bragging rights for 4 years. This is one.
Right.
2, it's a trophy that will always stay the same. It's like the Football World Cup or the Basketball World Cup.
Yeah.
This is the trophy, and you keep it. So it's very important for a team to win it. And for the players, it's the same. A lot of players, and I will give you a very small example. When we first did the qualifiers draw in India, our hosts and the guests of the draw were Jimmy Alapag and Asami Yoshida from Japan. And in the behind the scenes, when I asked Jimmy, I told him, he was like, I wish this was there in 2013.
Yeah.
And it's something that a lot of players tried to win, and they couldn't win at that point. So now, I think this answers your question.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of motivation.
But the most
there.
important thing is the bragging rights. 4 years, you're the reigning champion in the
Yeah.
continent.
Right.
Yeah, so right now we're actually running out of time a bit here, but then so for the fans who want to see the trophy, you can see it tomorrow in Luneta and in Fort Santiago. Then on Thursday, it will make a visit to the UAAP volleyball, and then go to the Mall of Asia Smart Store. If you're talking to me right now as if I was a Filipino fan, can you convince me to come out and see it?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a marketing test.
Pitch. Pitch us.
No, actually, we are in a country where this doesn't need to be promoted.
Yeah.
When you say basketball in the Philippines and whatever is related to international basketball in particular, they'll be excited to look at, to see. And it's a very good opportunity for them to take a photo with this trophy, which means a lot to the Philippines, and in very historical and important places in Manila, both Fort Santiago and Luneta, and then of course during the big game, UAAP volleyball game. That's
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
great opportunity.
On Thursday, yeah.
We'll catch up there.
All right, awesome.
Hubzep,
Perfect answer.
thank you very much for joining
Thank
us.
you very
Thank you very much
much,
for
guys.
bringing the trophy here. We're going to have this for the entire show here, and you can check the entire way to make sure the trophy's here and not going anywhere.
Our
without
bragging
you.
rights for
Yeah,
the
our
next
bragging
30
rights for
minutes.
next
I can't leave it. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you,
very much.
Joseph.
Thank you.
Now, after the break, we chat with the future faces of Philippine weightlifting, Vanessa Sarno, Elrin Ando, and Rosigi Ramos. Stay tuned. You're watching The Game. Southeast Asian Games saw a brand new batch of Pinoy athletes literally lifting up the nation on their shoulders, and our first guest did exactly that. Now, welcome to the game, members of the Philippine weightlifting team, gold medalist Vanessa Sarno and bronze medalist Rose G. Ramos. Ladies, congratulations! Welcome to the game. Alam mo, boom! Debutants tong dalawa sa Southeast Asian Games. Medalist kagad. What a pleasure having them both here.
Grabe.
Oo. So Vanessa, let's start out here. A lot of people were very impressed with yung performance mo. First of all, yan ba yung expectation mo to break records, to come out on top? How did you feel going into yung SEA Games?
Actual po, hindi ko po na-expect na magbe-break po ng record and to win gold po in SEA Games. Yung ano ko lang po is to perform the game, na okay po yung performance po at enjoy po yung game ko po.
Rosie, ano yung expectations mo sa sarili mo muna? Dahil nga, bagong salta ka sa SEA Games, it's your first. Siyempre, nakaka-overwhelm yung experience kaya na yun. I mean, I would speak for myself and Paul.
Yeah.
Right? You've covered the SEA Games, so you know how that feels.
Yeah.
So, ano yung expectations mo and ano yung naramdaman mo nung nandun ka na?
Wala naman po akong expectation nung naglalaro ako. Parang, lang ako, go with the flow lang, kunin ko lang yung target ko dun at enjoy po. Medyo kinakabahan, hindi ko naman in-expect na magme-medal ako. Yun po.
Ano yung target?
My target po is yung makuha ko yung target na bubuhatin ko dun. Kilo po, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Bronze.
Oo. Rose G, taga Zamboanga ka rin, and obviously the most famous weightlifter dito sa Pilipinas. From Zamboanga also. Did you have a chance to talk to yung mga veterano sa weightlifting team about yung experience mo, getting yourself mentally ready para sa SEA Games?
Opo. Nakausap ko rin kasi si Ate Heidi, like, minomotivate niya din ako doon. Na focus lang, kunin ko yung target ko doon. And believe myself.
Eh, kung yun ba naman ang kasama mo?
Oo, syempre.
Diba? I mean, what a morale boost to have. Vanessa, you said in a previous interview na parang may mga times na naiyak ka bago ka umalis for the SEA Games. Feeling mo hindi matutuloy yung stint mo sa SEA Games. Bakit?
Yes,
Pakikwento sa atin yung nangyari, yung nagkaroon ka ng mga sleepless nights bago ka umalis.
Kasi po, I've been doubting myself po before po mag-tryouts po. Na what if hindi ko po makukuha yung stint na to. Kasi actually po naglaban po kami ni Ate Cristel po ng tryouts po. Then alam ko po na malakas din po si Ate Cristel. Then nagda-doubt ako na baka matatalo po ako, baka hindi ko po makukuha kasi ito po yung chance. Ito po yung chance ko, opportunity ko na po to. Palagi ko pong pinupush yung sarili ko. Pero minsan talaga is dinadoubt ko talaga yung sarili ko po. Kaya umiiyak na lang po ako minsan. Then ayun po, hindi ko po alam kung nung time na po ng laro is yun na po, hindi ko po na-expect na nakuha ko po yung stint ko po ng 71 category po na ako po yung nakalaro po. Then after po nung na-qualify po ako, sinabi ko na po na ito na, opportunity ko na po to, hindi ko na to sasayangin po.
Hindi halata no?
Oo nga eh.
Pinapanood mo. We're looking at it right
We're
now.
watching the highlights a while ago. Gusto ko lang i-point out na yung pagbow mo after yung lift mo, hindi yung pang martial arts discipline or anything like that. It's pang stage. Mga ganun talaga. Oo, pero again, the both of you very very young. Born in 2003. And syempre,
Ouch.
simula lang to. Okay lang yan. Simula lang to sa career ninyo. What's next for you, Rose G? Ano yung next goal mo? At syempre, how can you plan to build off yung performance mo dito sa SEA Games?
Yung next na ko po, parang prepare ko po yung laro na Asian Games. Yeah. Kailangan ko maintain din ng weight ko, disiplina. Tas yun, focus sa training po.
So I wanted to ask how important was yung pagkapanalo na to dun sa mga susunod na plano. Because,
Yes.
you know, hinahanap ko nga yung mga medalya kasi may trophy tayo kanina dito. Dala ba natin yung medalya? O sige, habang sumasagot ka, kukunin ko. At hindi na ako babalik sa show, by the way. Hindi, pero how important it is to have and to see it and parang to boost your next competitions. Na nakita ito yung naranasan nyo at nakuha nyo, nakamit nyo.
For me po, kasi mas nakaka-boost po ng Like, parang confident po na kaya ko to. So, sa next is kakayanin ko rin po. Like, I will never doubt myself again po.
Wala nang
Wow.
iiyak.
Like, hindi
Wala
na
nang
po.
iiyak.
Hindi na po.
Tears of
iiyak.
joy
Tears of
dapat.
joy na po
Yan.
dapat.
Oo.
Kasi mas sa weightlifting po kasi, sobrang hirap po pag nag-doubt ka po sa sarili mo.
Naku, sigurado.
Grabe. So, syempre, now watching the podium ceremony. And, as if out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, ito na, mga
Yan.
medalya. And we talk about yung confidence of actually having that medal. Also for you also. Kasi, syempre, the target is always a goal, always to get better. And how much of a motivation is that na, apart from the fact that, alam mo na kaya mo na, how much of a motivation is it na, okay, next time gusto ko silver, next time gusto ko gold for the next competitions?
Kasi yung pinaka-ano ko po, yung nagmo-motivate sa sarili ko na mas kakayanin ko kasi nung last SEA Games, di po ako na-qualified. Na yun yung biggest trauma ko kasi na-zero ako dun. Kaya parang naguhugot ako ng lakas na next, hindi ko na ulitin to, mas gagalingan ko pa sa training, mas ibibigay ko pa yung lahat.
Alam mo pa, when I hear what she's saying right now and what Vanessa was saying earlier, it provides so much inspiration kasi you also see adversity.
Yeah.
And doubt, di ba? Yung sa kanya, adversity na zero, sabi mo nga, yung sa kanya, nagdadalawang isip, kung makakarating ka ng SEA Games. So this, alam nyo, I mean, I don't wanna be all romantic, but this, sa mga nanonood, Vanessa at Rosia, this serves as major inspiration kung ano man sport
Tama.
nila na parang, it's not always easy. Pero, look at you. Hindi na nga ako humihingi ng medalya. Hindi binigay sa akin. Sa kanila. Wala talagang tiwala sa akin eh. Sa kanila.
Good choice, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. I mean, look at those medals, Pao. They're just so beautiful.
Tama. Vanessa, I just want to ask you, kasi syempre, you talked about your doubts. And ikaw din, Rosie, yung doubts mo and yung confidence. When did you feel na you've surpassed yung mental barrier na yan? Na kaya ko to, na the confidence is there, na ready ka to perform at the highest level when asked?
Yun po, yung time po na after po ng tryout, then nakuha ko po siya. Like, sabi ko po sa sarili ko na nga, eto na, so dapat huwag ka na mag-doubt sa sarili mo kasi lahat ng binigay ni God na problems or struggles in life is kaya mo yan. Hindi niya ibibigay yun sa'yo pag hindi mo siya kaya. Dun po. Kasi pag may gusto ka po, like, if you really want something that you never had po, you have to do something that you never did po.
Oh, look at that.
Gusto ko yan. Ang sarap i-quote graphic.
We cannot end any other way, Pao. Yun na yun. Yun na yun. Mic drop. Mic drop. Okay.
It's perfect for any part of life.
Yes.
Kahit love life.
Thank
ladies
you.
and gentlemen.
Thank you. Susulat ko yan.
Sulat natin
Hihiramin
yan.
ko ha.
Oo.
Hihiramin ko.
Maraming salamat, girls. Congratulations. Thank you for bringing out the medals.
Thank you so
And I'm sure we'll see you again very, very soon.
Yeah, we're so honored to have you here
Yes.
on the show.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat. All right, and when we return, Javate and Fiona Bacani will share some courtside stories about our favorite hard-hitting Bulldogs and Maroons. Stay tuned, you're still watching the game.
You're watching the game alongside Fiona Bacani. I'm Javate. Now, with the end of the first round of volleyball action, the UAAP teams have started to fill in the team rankings. Now, the Nationalians' unblemished record lands them on the top, followed by the Golden Tigresses and the Lady Spikers, both with 5 wins. Next up, we have the San Barcelona squad resting easy at 4th with 4 wins.
Meanwhile, Katipunan-based squads, the Blue Eagles and Fighting Maroons stand within striking distance at 5th and 6th with 3 wins each. The Merida squad lands at 7th and the Red and White closes at 8th. Season 84 action of the UAAP Women's Volleyball continues on Thursday, starting from 10 a.m. at the Mall of Asia Arena. Ayan, so how did we do, guys?
Well, you can take over the
You
show.
know what? Okay na tayo. Bye, guys. No. Wait, we still have to talk to them, Boom. Alright, we have to talk to them. Alright, girls. First of all,
I will take the trophy and the medals home. You take care of the
then
show.
we can watch Boom getting tackled as he walks out.
Hey guys, tonight our hard-working correspondents Fiona Bacani, Javate are also here to give us insightful courtside stories. So let's get back to business. Let's talk about the exciting NU squad and the gritty UP Spikers. Simulan natin pa sa UP kay Alyssa Bertolano. Grabe,
of course.
grabbing headlines for UP.
Grabe si Alyssa Bertolano, syempre. Okay, what can you tell us about her first? We won't spoil anything here.
Okay, so Alyssa did tell me that she started out in taekwondo actually, not volleyball. This is back in grade 5 until her cousin told her that he couldn't afford to sponsor her anymore at that time. So he said, now why don't you try out volleyball? And so here she was trained initially as a setter. And then she actually played barangay volleyball. And she was the only female present at the age
Really?
of 11.
Okay.
Yeah, so she told me that, this has been such a life-changing experience for her with the guidance of the team and the coaches. And actually,
Wait, you've talked about the coaches here.
Yeah.
Obviously, Coach Gadi, I'm sure that you talk about life-changing. I'm sure that was also for her. How was yung experience naman niya with Coach for the first time?
Actually, this was not the first time that she
Okay.
has encountered Coach Gadi. She did go to Bacolod Taitong High School, and there, Coach Gadi visited the school for a while, and he was able to guide her and train her for a bit prior to entering UP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Bea, tell me about one of our favorite setters out there,
Yeah.
the very efficient Camilla Lamina. Tell us what we don't know about her.
Okay, you know what, Boom? Actually, whenever we see them nga on the court, sometimes it's easy for us to forget na ang babata pa rin nila eh. And they're still...
Parang kayo.
I was gonna say,
But no, like they're still really in that point wherein they're still discerning what they really want to do after college. If they're not gonna turn pro, like what their plans would be. And I was able to talk to Lams, actually, that's what they call her.
Lams.
So si Lams, tinanong ko, before the season started, if hindi ka nagvo-volleyball, what would you want to do after?
Okay.
And she said na she really wants to be a flight attendant because she really wants to travel the world, see the different culture, and try different food. But may secret dream pa siya nung
Okay.
bata siya.
Okay, ano yung secret dream na yan?
Okay. I'm not sure if kayo rin nung bata kayo ganon, pero si Lams actually gusto niya maging artista.
Oh,
diba?
my goodness. I've never had that aspiration.
Naghihintay pa rin ako ng tawag hanggang ngayon. Wala akong tumatawag.
Si Lams.
So, I guess that's a no.
That's maybe, possibly, pero of course, for Camilla, baka that you never know. You never know what will happen
You never
after. Let's go back now to Irah Jaboneta. Of course, making a name for yourself is always going to be a thing,
Yeah.
and that was a point of your discussion, if I'm not mistaken. Tama ba?
Yes. So actually, a lot of people know her as the younger sister of former UP Fighting Maroon Janjan Jaboneta.
Yeah.
And ever since she stepped on the UAAP court, people have also likened her to Isa Molde. And she told me that Isa is one of her volleyball idols, alongside, of course, Phenom, Alyssa Valdez,
Of
who
course.
could forget. But despite this, she continues to make a name for herself in UP as she's one of the people who have like a really steady presence on the court, and she's one of the star rookies, as they say in UP.
She has no choice but to idolize
Yeah.
sa molde. Kundi magagalit si Kuya. Okay. Libero naman pag-usapan natin. Hindi. The most camera-ready libero in town, Jen
Yes.
Nierva. Tell us
Agree.
about her.
I agree actually. And well, I guess we can also say na connected siya sa pre-game ritual niya because I think I've also talked about in my reports before na if yung iba, some of their pre-game rituals, maybe sleeping before the game, si Jen doing her makeup and getting herself ready for the court.
Pareho lang kami.
Well,
Getting ready.
yeah, it's more of like something we're required to do. Iba yata yan
Pre-game ritual.
Pero inspiration ba yan for her heroic saves? Kasi syempre, we're trying to figure out, get into her mindset eh.
I think, well, kapag ready ka talaga and you feel more confident with yourself, you feel very ready and fresh, then I think it also translates to your performance on the court.
Whatever happens and whatever these stories, some of them funny, some of them inspirational, the point is napakagaling nila maglaro.
Absolutely.
Napakagaling at abangan natin yan because you guys have big games
Yeah.
coming up next. Thank you, Fiona. Thank you, Bea. And thank you for joining us. I'm Boom Gonzalez.
And I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game.